Presented a calm start-off, but barely 4 months into the year, Uganda's international record started to be tainted. The country was rocked by the iron shit scandal, and several government officials, including ministers and members of parliament, were indicted. Even while some grappled with their court cases, they were not spared. One by one, the axe was sharpened on them. The United Kingdom opened the can of worms with Andrew Michel, the Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister, saying the UK was sending a clear message to those who thought benefiting at the expense of others was acceptable. First culprits were the Speaker, Anita Mong, Merigoreti Kitutu and Agnes Nandutu, the then senior and state ministers of Karamoja, respectively.
Two elements were involved in this. One is travel restrictions, and this applies to the individual and their immediate family, particularly the minors. The second element is an asset freeze.
So many assets in UK and a lot of accounts in UK. Unfortunately, I've only been in UK once. I don't even have a postcard in UK.
These sanctions, however, didn't go down well with some legislators who demanded an open discussion and even threatened to pull out of the Commonwealth Speakers and Presiding Officers Forum that is currently chaired by Uganda.
Them sanction whoever they want. It is really their sovereign right. But what should also happen is that they should respect the sovereign right of other countries. Questions. The participation and all Commonwealth parliaments need to raise their voice because it brings double standard of the UK government and our participation.
What if the decision of the anti-homosexuality bill was out of a democratic beliefs of our country and the parliament as such? It was not an individual decision.
Barely weeks after the UK coughed, the US also took action. The United States also sanctioned the Speaker, Anita Mong, together with former Minister of State for Karamoja Affairs, Agnes Nandutu. In addition to these already crucified by the United Kingdom, the US also added Minister of State for Finance, Amos Lugolobi, and former Deputy Chief of Defense Forces, Lieutenant General Peter Elwelo. These were being sanctioned for gross violation of human rights and corruption. The Biden administration did not spare their spouses, who also were added to the list. The Speaker's husband, Moses Magogo, Kitutu's spouse, Michael George Kitutu, and Lugolobi's spouse, Evelyn Nachimera, were all punished for their spouses' actions. Speaker Among, however, described the sanctions as politically motivated over her stance on homosexuality, especially the anti-homosexuality law, and vowed not to back down.
These sanctions are politically motivated. The bill that you passed in this house, we are carrying a cross. I am carrying a cross for the 48 million Ugandans.
As the year closes in, with the Speaker double slapped with no access to the US nor UK, one also wonders whether this diplomatic friction has been smoothened.